I've been taking a bus ride up Madison from about 57th, and I was going to stop at 96th. And just as I was starting to think every last payphone was gone, or was going to be gone, I spot this one remaining. There were a couple of dozen phones along this stretch of Madison as recently as a couple of months ago, I think. And these Madison phones have some meaning to me because Madison is where I first rediscovered Prey. I think it was one of the phones, the phone on 82nd Street. And I was actually making a payphone call at the moment when I noticed the sun hit this piece of metal just perfectly. For me to see the words "Go to Church, Read Bible," and you can sort of tell. You can sort of see it here. Yeah, there you can clearly see "read" here. And from then on, I just started seeing Prey everywhere, to a point where it actually got kind of monotonous. Wait a minute. Oh, there it is. Having trouble holding this steady today. But that's it. That's the genuine article. I think it might be on this side too. I'm not seeing it, but you get the idea. Prey was legend, or is legend. The thing's so rusted out. Looks like a safety hazard. The thing could just come toppling down. If I had the motivation, I could probably pull this. Oh, I can, can't I? Oh, you know what the hell? All kinds of gunk falling out of here. See some of the innards. I'm going to walk up to 96th, see what else I can find. If I pull this any further, all the shit's going to fall down. I don't really want that. So let's go back, let's keep going up.
Like every time you talk to me, it's like, are you talking to me?
3 in a row. You don't see this. You don't really see this at all anymore. I didn't think. This is 92nd Street, and these are not Payphones. room here for me to get a full wide shot, but these should be gone soon as well. I wonder what those spray painted lines mean. Maybe something to do with the inevitable removal. Now here you get a little more of a peek into what's upstairs. I don't know what that is, but it looks nasty. Feels like I'm looking inside a mausoleum at the cemetery where the stained glass has been stolen or busted out. I guess this is an open mausoleum, isn't it, for a dead phone? Alrighty. So now I'm at 93rd. Madison and 93rd. Had the most random thing happen. How many times have I said that? I've gotten this phone before, 86th Street, downtown 456 station. Anyway, the most random ass thing just happened. I think I said in a previous video here that I've been making myself useful in ways that even I would never have expected. And in one of those instances, I've been working with an artist who is doing a project involving payphones, and one of the things he needs most is locations of abandoned phones or just empty clamshells or enclosures or wall mounts where payphones used to be. And he didn't realize what a volcano of information I was going to have for him, because I'm just a wellspring of this kind of seemingly useless information, but he's just been jumping up for joy every time I send him a new location. So I'm up on Madison and 95th today doing my little payphone detail as you may have seen up to this point. And I hear somebody yell my name, and it's him. It's this artist friend. And neither of us has any real connection in that area. Or actually, I think he said he had a friend, but I have no particular reason to be there. And all we could both ask was, like, what are the chances of this happening? So we had a nice long conversation, but that was... Sometimes I think I should start buying lottery tickets or something, and all the random stuff that happens to me. And there was one other additionally weird element of kismet to this encounter, and then I'll quit talking about it. Was that he had just texted me. Just like seconds earlier, when I looked up and saw him, he was still holding the phone in his hand, in the position of having just hit the send button. But it's been actually really satisfying working with him, because I got something that nobody else really has. Knowledge of where all the dead phone locations are. And it's also really satisfying that he goes and physically visits every single location that I've linked him to. So, but the project has time ahead of it to percolate. And I may be out of new locations for him to look at. But although anytime I think that I don't know of any other spots, I think of another one. I had a professor in college once who actually he wasn't my professor, but he was someone else's. And I wish I could remember what I said to prompt him to say this, but he just described me as he said, "You are a wellspring of useless information." And it's true then, I guess it's true now, but I've come to appreciate the value of completely obscure knowledge. I remember reading that in a Vincent Bugliosi book, And the Sea Will Tell. He made the comment that there is an expert on just every single subject matter. There's somewhere in the world there is an expert. And he was looking for some very arcane bit of guidance on, I forget what, something, I think something to do with tides, because the book was about a murder that occurred on a desert island. And he just made the point that if you think, I just remember him making that point, and it made an impression on me when I read this. This was back in, I guess, high school or college. He's like, there is an expert on everything. So we are, if it goes as planned, we're going to try to get out to Staten Island on Wednesday. And then just do some payphone hunting. I don't think we're going to find anything. Certainly nothing current. But that's not the point then, is it? The point is we're going to leverage my sixth sense for divining where a phone might be, like happened in Hoboken the other day when I walked into that gas station. It just had this whiff about it that I knew there was going to be an old dead phone there, or abandoned one.